Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Ravenclaw channel, and guys, it's great to be back. I have been so busy over the last few weeks and hopefully my efforts have paid off. This video is sort of one to say where I've been and two to show you what I've been doing. And what I have been doing is working non-stop on the Hunter add-on that I was developing a while ago. It has come a very long way and there's a lot of cool things in here. So thank you for sticking around and supporting me, but today I wanted to go through and show you aspect of the Hunter. It is obviously still in beta because there's still things I want to do to it. I've got to add things to it, but I wanted to get to a point where you guys can use it in game before Shadowlands, and I'm working now on the Shadowlands update, but we'll get into that in a second. So I wanted to put this video together to give you a rundown of the add-on so you can use it as more of a guide on how to use the add-on. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you is the new stable layout. So if we look here, you can see, firstly, we can move it around the screen. That way you can, I guess, move it wherever you want. But you can notice that it's more about the pet, because the pet stables before I didn't like how it was all crumped up. I wanted to make it more about viewing the pet, because I guess stables is all about the pets, right? Secondly, I wanted to add more information about the pets instead of having the crappy default ones that they had in there before. Gives you a little bit, especially for new hunters, they can arrange the pets the way whichever way you want, but you also get a little bit more information, and you can sort of, all right, I'm going to take this because this is a ferocity pet and I can use this in dungeons or whatever. But yeah, it's a little bit of fanciness to our old stables. Now I have done an update for Shadowlands, which increases the size because we're going to get 200 slots, so that is all taken care of. But you also know there's a little square up here, and this will show up whenever you choose the animal companion talent. So as you can see, there's a little tooltip there, and this I wanted to do this so that way people know where to place the pet for, so you can actually see what pet's going to be coming out next. But if you go to your talents, you can see that there's nothing here. But yeah, little sort of quality of life, I guess, update. But yeah, so that's the stables.
Keep the peace.
Now let's have a look at something else. Okay, so now I want to show you sort of the pet logging system and the configuration system. So up here, you'll see that we've got a little icon. So when you click on it, you'll actually open up the logging system. And at the moment it's for about missing pets and things because I'm still working on it. But up here, whenever you tame a pet, you'll actually get logged and you'll get the time and date. So that way people, from what I've seen so far, you know, you have to remove a pet, especially when you get 200 pets, you don't really have anything to show for a tame. I wanted this to sort of simulate the collections tab for pets. I'm going to actually make it look like the collections tab. So whenever you tame a pet, it'll give you the date, the time, sort of that way you can sort of show, you know, other hunters that I caught this on this date, a little sort of keepsake to say, you know, that way if you are a collector and you want to go and have a full record of all the tames that you've had in the game and you want to go tame every single pet, by the way there's like over 5,000 pets, so go for gold, you have a log of it. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Then I'm going to have on this side, we'll have like other stats about your hunter. You know, we'll change it for classic and everything else, but yeah, so that's that. Now another thing that I entered into the system was whenever you're out and about, if you right click on this icon, it'll actually bring up the stables. So it'll work like the Stable Master's stable UI. The only difference, but this is just for viewing only, because you can't actually manipulate it. You know, you can't put pets down there because this is just the user interface. I thought this would be a cool little feature. So if you are out and about and you can't remember if you've caught a pet or whatever, you can actually quickly look into your stables and see, especially if you're in like let's say you're about to go do a Mythic Plus and you don't know if you've got a ferocity pet or whatever, you can actually quickly check the stables. All right, I've got to go get one. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. If you hold shift and right click it, you'll actually come into the updates. I've got quite a few updates, so you can actually make it really customizable, so you don't have to put up with a whole bunch of stuff that I've got implemented. You can have it your way. This will also be updated probably after this video has aired. But yeah, so that is the little sort of options, custom viewing icon. All right, let's have a look what else we've got. Okay, so now let's go over sort of the main part of this add-on. And when you first load the add-on, when you open your map, you'll actually see this little book. If you don't see the book, that means the add-on hasn't been set up properly, but we'll go over that probably in another video or on Discord or something like that. So this book, when you click it, it's going to give you a few options. So the first one is you can obviously search by family, and what I've actually done is when you go into a certain zone, you'll actually see these colors. So what this represents is what rare pets are in this zone. So for example, let's look at the bears. Now what we'll get is a cool little tooltip that hops up, so you can actually see what the bear looks like, sort of levels and things like that. Gives you an idea of what skills they come with. When you click on it, it'll give you further information about its speciality, what sort of group it's part of. But I'm also going to add to this like special information, like, you know, you have to have a certain tome to be able to tame these. This pet only is available via a quest and all this other jazz. So that is the map thing. We've also got here search by zones. So any zone that has a rare or an elite pet, you'll be able to choose from. So let's, for example, if we go to Azuna, obviously you can still see this is in beta form because we got these little bugs. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm still working on it, but I would love some feedback too. But you can see what I mean. This will show you where they are, you know, a little bit of... One thing I hated when I was a new hunter and I wanted to find a pet like Loknahuk, I didn't really know what they look like, and when I went on the web and sort of looked for an image, it didn't really show me how big they were, what they were supposed to look like, anything like that. So this will give you an idea of what you're looking for as well. But yeah, so that is pretty much self-explanatory. You've got exotics, it'll show you exotics only, and you can actually scan the current zone that you're in too. So when you close this, go back here, you'll show everything that you're in, sort of like a quick search. Now I am going to be working more and more on this, so actually what I'll show you from this, I'm going to add a lot more stuff. It's going to be really sort of customizable, really intricate, really advanced, but I want to show you some other things. Okay, so let's look for some bears. So we're close to a bear here. You'll notice that I've got the minimap icons enabled, and I've also implemented a feature very similar to the NPC scan sort of thing, where you'll be able to get a target. You can click on it or target it. This is interchangeable, so if you want to use NPC scan, you can do so, and you can just get rid of this by the options. And this is not to take over the add-on, it's just to add part of this if you don't want to use multiple add-ons. And this won't show it'll only show rare pets, nothing else. But yeah, so that's that there. So that is the map system, minimap system, the automatic targeting. But another thing too, going back onto the logging system, you'll notice when you hover over a pet now, it'll actually tell you whether it's tameable or not. So that way, one thing I hate is when you're flying over and you're like, oh, that pet looks sick, can I get it? You'd have to stop, you have to beast lore it to find out, but now you can just hover over it and find it. But here's another cool little feature, that when you actually tame one of these pets, we're just going to tame it up, the logging system will actually put a new marker on it. So now we've got it, when you hover over it again, you'll actually see that you've already tamed one. That way you don't go and duplicate the pets, use up slots that you don't already have, which is another reason why I did this. But yeah, sort of things that I've always wanted, but I've never been able to sort of get, I guess. So we just get rid of that. But yeah, so those are the basics of the add-on at the moment. As I said, I am still working on more ideas, things to make your lives as hunters and, you know, collectors easier. Things like when you're flying over a zone, instead of having to make a sort of a macro to find a pet, you know, and then each zone, what it will do is it'll load a pet, and I'm going to have like buttons here. You can just click and it'll run scripts so you can actually target pets. And there's so many ideas. I would love to hear ideas from you guys too, whatever you want. So come over to the Discord. That's where I'll be accepting all like bug reports and ideas and like conversations on add-ons. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the aspect of the Hunter add-on. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Now, you can find this add-on, like I mentioned, or you would have seen at the beginning of the video. You can get this now either from Curse, or you can go onto your Twitch client and simply download it straight into your game. But yeah, I hope this does help you hunters out. I really did, I am enjoying the process of developing add-ons. It's my first one I've ever done, and I'm looking forward to doing many more that are going to be more advanced and sort of help you guys out enjoy your game and take this sort of stress out of it, and add a little bit more flair to your hunter life. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments, or better yet, come over to the Discord, and I'm always on Discord. I'll be able to chat with you there. And if you do want to help support my development and everything like that, you can do so by coming over to patreon.com and becoming a patron there. There's lots of perks that you'll get. And yeah, but other than that, guys, thank you for your time. I'm glad that I'm back. I'm glad to see you all have stuck around again. And until next time, you amazing people, you keep on sniping. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.